bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Social Services honoring a group of adults who continue to sow in the lives of children who are in the care of that ministry. A special luncheon was held on Friday for the foster parents who are committed to raising the children of this community.
I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them
a special luncheon held for those persons in the Grand Bahama community who continue to assist with the Department of Social Services Foster Parents Program. Pastor Wilbur Outen of Freeport Bible Church commended the foster parents for giving of themselves and making life better for the most vulnerable in society. He gave an example of a successful young man who was raised by foster parents.
Yeah, and he shared with me what was it that really turned him around. When, he came from a home, when you think of his birth parents, he kind of had to struggle with the fact that, they operated as though they didn't want him, didn't see any worth or value in him, and his foster parents were the ones that kind of took him in and embraced him and remind him that he was a creation of God, he had worth and value, and that is the thing that propelled him through high school, college, and he was the valedictorian of his college class, but he came from a foster home.
Pastor Outen telling the foster parents that they are doing a great work in society, saying foster parents are providing what the children need most, and that's what truly matters.
And that's affirmation, to help them to believe that they have worth and value, because we live in a society that's always reminding us of how we're not bringing much to the table and how everything is wrong with us. And so to have an influential adult speak directly to us and to remind us and to reassure us that we have value and that we have a contribution to make, again, it goes a long way in helping to redirect the path of the children that you are influencing.
Director of Social Services Paula Marshall said being a foster parent is no easy task, and she's grateful for the assistance of foster parents on Grand Bahama.
The work that we do will never be in vain. It will always be like seeds planted in good soil. It will produce fruit. And even if they get into trouble afterwards, you would represent the point in their lives when someone cared.
Parishioners at Freeport Gospel Chapel giving thanks for a major accomplishment in the life of the church. During a service yesterday, the church celebrated the completion of Phase 1 of its multi-purpose building project. Work on this phase completed on time and below budget. It was another reason for church members to give thanks. Project coordinator Eugene Thompson and visiting pastor Jonathan Cooper out of Canada were among those reflecting on this achievement.
The design criteria have been met and exceeded with the product we dedicate today. All local and government requirements and inspections have been met and exceeded in many cases. The infrastructure is in place. For the rapid completion of the auditorium section. Power exists in the building, water, plumbing, air conditioning, state-of-the-art communication, and all of these are tested and operational.
What a joy it was to see that multi-purpose building springing out of the ground. How wonderful it was to know the sacrifice that the saints had made to see the project continually move forward. And here we are today dedicating that building. We sometimes lose sight of the Lord's presence with us, His leading and His guiding. But looking back, we can see He was with us every step of the way.
Now, ground was broken for the multi-purpose building in 2009, and its progress has been tremendous despite a struggling economy. Past president of the Assemblies of Brethren and a team out of New Providence also on hand to congratulate members of the church.
I'm glad to be here today to help to celebrate with you and to experience the good hand of the Lord's blessing here in Grand Bahama. And as long as the Lord gives me breath, I will come on down and help you to celebrate. Amen. So let's have a wonderful time as we go in there and we celebrate the first phase. And I hope soon, in another 2-3 months, we'll come back. we'll come back and we celebrate the completion.
You've been an example to us. And so when we go back, we're going to take the pictures, we're going to take the notes, and hopefully we can stir our people to continue to build on what God has given us. And also, we look for some great things to happen.
They understood whose wealth it is, and they had no problem in sacrificing and giving it back to God. That's how you can build. A gorgeous building like that, without going to the bank to do it. And we see that demonstrated here at Freeport Gospel Chapel. To God be the glory!
Okay. You had a good weekend?
Great weekend.
Ready for a good week?
Yes.
You sure?
Positive.
Let's go. Here's the baton. Go.
That's going to do it for us here in the North on behalf of our entire ZNS News team.
Every kind of life.
I'm Shasheena Rolle. The Bahamas Tonight starts right now.